Greetings and welcome to 3rd grade math unit 1, place value. I'm your math specialist, Cadamstaylor, also your math guide that will be walking you through this wonderful math journey. Before we begin our exploration of this unit, I believe in making things that we do and see relevant, as well as make connections for our own learning. By doing so, we are able to keep in mind the very things that will help our students understand and achieve mastery. So without further ado, we will look at a video called 10 Beautiful Facts About Earth that helps us understand and make sense of our world through the use of numbers. All right, my friends, we're going to move forward, and for this unit, you will need the following items: your Unit 1 overview. Make sure you get your Unit 1 bundle, and also get your Unit 1 bundle 2. So you have bundle 1 and bundle 2. You will need both of these, as well as the overview. Other materials that you will need that will be referenced throughout those documents are the recommended resources section, those items, as well as the formative and summative assessments for each bundle. At this point, you can pause the video to get those items. If you have those items, we can proceed by moving forward to the next slide. Your Unit 1 place value overview consists of 2 bundles. Those bundles are Bundle 1, representing and comparing whole numbers, with a duration of approximately 10 days, and Bundle 2, which is estimation of sums and differences, And the approximation for this unit or bundle is approximately 5 days. Please note the readiness and supporting standards for both bundles. Also, please note the guided questions. They can also be turned into I can statements in some instances. In Bundle 1, students will increase their understanding and develop meaning of base 10 systems from 1,200 to 100,000. Additionally, students will develop flexibility with composing and decomposing numbers into groups of 10,000, thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones, and analyze structures of base 10. Students will also use models, number lines, and comparative symbols to demonstrate an understanding of relationships between numbers. In Bundle 2, students will begin learning to utilize estimation strategies and compatible numbers to determine solutions in addition and subtraction problems. Students will use concrete, representational, and abstract items in order to support the concepts of estimation. Now, let's delve a little deeper into Unit 1, Bundle 1. Again, this is representing and comparing whole numbers. It is important for students to understand vocabulary. Inasmuch as students are tested in math, the STAR test that they take is equally testing their reading ability. If students are unfamiliar with words or vocabulary in context, they are not going to succeed. Here are your vocabulary words for Bundle 1. In an effort to create vertical alignment in vocabulary and help students understand concepts, we are highlighting vocabulary in this unit and recommend posting it as well as referencing it throughout the bundle. Ways it can be utilized are in items such as journals, student work, and word walls. There are other activities that they will be able to do that will be discussed later in this bundle or in this unit as well. Here is the Bundle 1 document. Just to make sure you're on the same page, please note at the top it says Bundle 1 of 2. Now we're going to look at the learning targets of Bundle 1. There are approximately 9 learning targets, and I'm going to make sure we get those all up there for you as I read through those items. And they are 1, to apply place value concepts to identify, read, and write 6-digit numbers as amounts of hundred thousands, 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens, or ones. Describe and represent place value as a system in which a digit in one place represents 10 times what it is in the place to its right. Determine the value of each digit in a 6-digit whole number. Compose and decompose numbers up to 100,000 using objects, pictorial models, and numbers. Explain any number is the sum of the value of the digits based on their place value. Represent equivalent forms, such as standard form and expanded form, of numbers to 100,000. Compare whole numbers up to 100,000 numbers using base 10 materials and number lines. Compare whole numbers up to 100,000 numbers using symbols greater than, less than, and equal to. And lastly, order as set whole numbers up to 100,000 numbers based on the relative magnitude of each number. For students to experience success, mastery, and connect learning, the learning trajectory for math is, as noted, concrete, which is typically presented with manipulatives, representational, which is picture and symbolic, And lastly, we move to abstract, which is also numeric. It is important that students learn all the fundamental bases with concrete before they're able to take it to the abstract. Here is a sample activity. This sample activity demonstrates one way students can have an activity that bases it on the learning trajectory in which they build a number, then they draw that number, and then they write that number. Next, we're going to look at the assessments that are within the next 4 slides for this bundle. The assessments help us plan with the end in mind. It also prepares the students for success by knowing the way in which they will be questioned. Also, you as an educator can have that as an end goal in mind, so it can be taught to that level of rigor. Now we will move forward from Bundle 1 into Unit 1, Bundle 2, Estimation of Whole Numbers. Again, we will emphasize the use and importance of vocabulary to aid students in becoming familiar with an understanding of key concepts. Vocabulary activities may include word walls, word webs, Frayer models, journaling, and activities such as matching vocabulary words along with example items or pictures. Here is your vocabulary for Bundle 2. And here is your Bundle 2 instructional focus document. Please make sure at the top it says Bundle 2 of 2, which is estimation of whole numbers. We want to make sure we get the right one. Next, we will move forward. And now we will look at the learning targets for Bundle 2, and I believe there are 6. And those learning targets are to represent skip counting patterns of 10, 100, 1,000, or 10,000 using a pattern or sequence of numbers in order without interruption on a number line. Define rounding in relation to place value to the nearest 10, 100, 1,000, or 10,000 on a number line. Describe relative size of numbers in order to round whole numbers using comparison words such as closer to, halfway, between, nearly, and about. Find the sum or difference of the rounded values and adjust numbers such as add-in or minuends and subtrahends to find compatible numbers related to addition and subtraction facts. The last one, find sums and differences of the compatible numbers. Next, we are going to look at the learning trajectory in this bundle. For representation purposes, to help our students obtain a great understanding and mastery of this unit, manipulatives that they may use are rounding numbers with a number line or on a number line, as well as hundreds boards and 1,000 boards if available. Here are sample learning activities to help that focus on the learning trajectory. We have a roll it activity, a number on technology where they can round, and we can reference that site for you later, and also actual paper pencil activities with rounding numbers to find the difference or rounding numbers to find the sum. Next 3 slides include the assessments found in Bundle 2, including this sample star release and the summative assessments. Lastly, we're going to look at small group guided math. This is highly encouraged as a best practice to assist with differentiation with our students who often come to us on varying levels. For math rotations, we encourage one example such as stack. Stack, the S stands for small group at your teacher table. The T for technology on your computer, iPad, Chromebook, tablet, or an interactive board game. The A stands for application of actual skills taught within independent practice. The C stands for creating, such as creating critical writing, math journaling, problem solving, critical thinking. And the K for kinesthetic faces or deals with hands-on games, sensors, activities, manipulatives, and things of that nature. More details will be coming forward to assist you with any small group guided math instruction questions that you may have. Lastly, I'm going to have a video that I will show you. This video again connects it back to the meaning that you can actually show this with your students in class, how we see numbers, whole numbers, everyday place value in our world. All right, and my last thing here is I want to thank you for taking time to prepare and be attentive to the items that will thoroughly prepare you and your Aisd students for a superb math experience. For any questions, concerns, or help that you might need, please feel free to personally contact Cadamstaylor, your third grade math specialist, at cadamsta@aisd.net, or call our math offices at 817-867-7488, and we will be more than happy to help you. Please help our students help make math make sense for them all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.